Hey everyone, it's Ally and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over Dossier fragrances. They are a company that I really do enjoy. What you get with Dossier is that they are a company that creates fragrances based off of really high-end popular niche and designer fragrances. So they recreate their own version of those fragrances, but they do it in a way where the fragrances are clean, they're vegan, cruelty-free, and you get them for a really good price too. I think the prices start at $29 and they go up towards 50. But you can get quite a lot of fragrances. Like they've got a really nice library. I really like that you can try them risk-free. So if you don't like the fragrance within the first 30 days, you can return it and get your money back. I think that's really cool. And I love that they have like eco-friendly packaging. It always comes in packaging like this. This is what the boxes look like. If you look on the inside, I just flung the card around, or not around, away. On the inside, you get these cards that have like information about the fragrances, and the fragrances sit inside of here. They're really, really nice. I really like the bottles too. That's something that I always like talk about, but it's because I really do like the bottles. Like the bottles are just they're just so chic to me because they're just so basic, but they're so well made at the same time. And then they have these magnetic caps that I love. I love magnetic caps, you guys. And like, their fragrances are really nice. Like, I have to give it to them. Like, they have some nice fragrances. They're not your typical like extrait de parfum fragrances that I think most people expect from like clone houses. It's what you typically see in a lot of clone houses, is that really intense extrait. These are all EDP, so they all range in concentration from like 15% to 18% and around that range. But I think they're really good. And yeah, I have two fragrances, full disclosure. I can't talk. I can never talk in my videos. Full disclosure, these were sent to me by the company, so thank you, Dossier. But just because they were sent to me doesn't mean that I'm going to immediately tell you that they're like perfect and they have no flaws. I'm going to tell you my real thoughts with these. And yeah, that's what we're going to get into. The first one that we're going to talk about is this one right here. It's from Dossier Fragrances, and this is their take on Jo Malone's Mimosa and Cardamom. Now, Mimosa and Cardamom is a fragrance that I really enjoy because it reminds me a lot of my mom. It's one that she currently wears, so I'm really familiar with the smell because every time I go to my mom's house, I always smell her perfumes. I always just like grab them and smell them. Like, I'm kind of weird that way, but like I really like to go in her cabinet and like sort of smell the fragrances she's really into in the moment. And the Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom is like one of the fragrances that she really, really loves right now. And I really like that Dossier has this in their fragrance collection because honestly, this version lasts way longer than the Jo Malone version. Like, hands down, this one lasts so much longer. I tend to find that all Jo Malones really perform poorly for the most part. There are some that like have decent performance, but for the most part, you're getting really poor performance when you pay for Jo Malone. And I can't justify paying like $150 for something that's going to smell good for like 5 minutes and then disappear. With this, you get much longer longevity and it projects so much better. And in the opening, you get a lot more of that mimosa. It's really mimosa heavy. I feel like the opening of this one is sharper than in the original, but I do like that this dries down to practically the same thing. You get that same vibe. It's clean, it's floral. It's got a little bit of warmth and coziness from that cardamom. That heliotrope really adds this sort of like almondy, but also kind of bitterness, but like it's so clean and fresh at the same time. It's really, really good, you guys. I really like this. Out of the two that I'm talking about today, I highly recommend this one, especially if you have people in your life that are really into that fragrance or, you know, that style of fragrance. Definitely check this out because honestly, it's not worth spending the top dollar for the Jo Malone. Do yourself a favor, get this one. And honestly, for the price, I think this one's like 29 bucks. Dude, if you're looking for like presents for people for Christmas, you could buy from Dossier and buy like a ton of them. And the more you buy too, the more of a discount you get. If you buy 3 or more, you get like 15% off and free shipping. If you buy 4 or more, you get 20% off and free shipping. 5 or more, it's 25% off. Like, that's a really good deal. And I also have a coupon code down below if you guys want to use it. It is AB10. I don't get anything from it. It's strictly for you guys if you want an extra 10% off. but you already get a discount from them, and then you can add another 10% off on top of that. Like, that to me is super cool, and you save a lot of money in the process, especially if you're trying to budget for the holidays. There's just about something for everyone in their fragrance library that you can find it for like a super cheap price, get it and gift it. And honestly, these are a really good deal. And this one, like I said, 10 out of 10. I really like it. It's clean, it's fresh, it's got a little bit of warmth, it's inviting. It's a good everyday signature scent, and I think it's a really good one. And I really like it. Honestly, I'm really happy to have this in my collection. I'm excited to buy this one again for my mom because I know she's going to really enjoy it. And I'll probably gift her this one for the holidays. Not this one, because I'm keeping this one for myself. But she'll get her own, because I know she'll really enjoy it. The next one that I'm going to talk about is called Fruity Jasmine. And this is their take of Dior's J'adore. So if you're familiar with Dior's J'adore, it's a really popular designer perfume from the house of Dior. It's got a huge cult following, and it's a really classic, clean, like floral fragrance. It just smells really classic. It has this sort of base that reminds me of like the sort of fragrances that Chanel puts out. It just has this really timeless, classic sort of base. And I find that in the J'adore fragrance, and I find it true in this one too. This one is at a lower concentration. The spicy mimosa was 18%. This one's at a 15. So it's a little bit less diluted, not diluted, but it's got a lower concentration. But honestly, that doesn't really affect it in my opinion. It's J'adore, like it's the fragrance. It's got mandarin, green leaf, sweet pea. It's got jasmine, ylang ylang, champaca, peach, sandalwood, plum, and musk. And like, honestly, I think this is like a spot on dupe for it. Like, I've never brought myself to justify buying J'adore. I think it's a pretty fragrance, but like, it's just not for me. It's too boring for me, if that makes sense. But it's a beautiful fragrance. Like, it's a gorgeous signature scent, and honestly, anybody could rock J'adore. It's a really gorgeous, timeless fragrance that's always going to be like beautiful. I think it's always going to be around. And this is that same fragrance. Honestly, like, I can't even tell the difference between the two. And honestly, I'm really happy to have found this one because I can justify paying 29 bucks for this and not 100 and something for the original. Like, I think it's a pretty fragrance, but for me, buying J'adore, I'll save my coin. But honestly, having this as like a substitute for it is so much better for me, honestly, because I like the scent, but it's very, to me, specific. Like, I've got to be craving that fragrance if I want to wear it. So it's not going to get as much use, and I think you get the perfect amount with this. It's a 1.7 fluid ounce, and like, this is going to last me forever. And I like to have it just to, you know, channel that vibe every once in a while. Every once in a while, it's fun to just sort of channel things up and smell a little different. But nonetheless, I really like this one. Is it a fragrance for me? No, but I think it's a really good dupe of J'adore. So if you've been wanting a J'adore dupe, something that's more affordable, that isn't going to break the bank, do yourself a favor and get this one. It's honestly the same thing, and it smells really good. And I think this one would perform best in summertime. The spicy mimosa year round. This one, more of a summer freshie for me, I would say. But yeah, if you're into really crisp, clean, elegant floral fragrances, this is a really good one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And like I said before, I have that discount code down below. You don't have to use it. I don't get any commission from it, so I'm not hurt if you use it or not. But it's there if you want an extra 10% off and you want to check them out. Definitely check them out right now that we're going into the holiday season. There's probably going to be a lot of sales on their website, so check them out. And yeah, till next time, I will catch you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed the video and it was informative. Bye.